Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. It's in the description below. Your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see on any Watchbox platform. Please reach out to me directly. Email tmosso@thewatchbox.com for pricing. Today, we are discussing the Cartier Tank Must. This is the extra large model in stainless steel, and it revives a name from the 1970s that democratized Cartier luxury. So more on that in a moment. Let's talk about the size. It's not huge. It's labeled XL, but you can wear this on a medium-sized wrist. It is 31 millimeters wide from 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock, not including the crown. It's 8.5 millimeters thick, and if you measure the case from lug to lug, it's 41 millimeters, but if you measure the end links, that is the end link on each side, the total distance across the wrist is a larger but still manageable 47.7 millimeters with a 23 millimeter spacing between the lugs. Now on my 16 centimeter circumference wrist, you can see it wears quite well. I could wear this on a smaller wrist, maybe even a wrist as small as 14 centimeters, so XL doesn't mean huge. It's also quite thin, easily sliding underneath the cuff. It's a sportier type of dress watch, but it's still a dress watch, and a dress watch should be able to fit underneath a sleeve. Taking a look over the top, you can see I've got plenty of clearance on each side. The bracelet's nicely integrated into the case band. You can see it's a combination of satin and polish, and the bracelet has a lot of removable links. You can see every single link of the bracelet's removable, so you can fine-tune the fit and the size. The clasp is surprisingly rugged. Thick gauge steel, double deployant. You can see it is a sequential close, just like that, and then twin trigger release, so the twin triggers ensure it's not going to pop open accidentally. You have to press them both to positively displace the clasp. Now taking a quick look, you can see that on the underside there are big gaps between the links to avoid pinching skin or pulling hair. The case has a studded crown with a spinel cabochon in blue outboard. You can see how the case is assembled. There are lateral screws as well as case back screws. The watch is 30 meters water resistant. On the dial side, we have a stamped guilloché rosette pattern at center, and then we have satination, a sort of sunburst silver around the edge that underpins the printed, radially arrayed black Roman numerals. We have a watchmaker's 4. We have little Cartier secret signature down inside Roman numeral 7. We have a nicely stepped facet for the date and a silver date disc, so you don't have that sheer cut straight through the dial. A stepped and sloped date aperture is the right way to design something like this, and also matching the color of the dial to the date disc is important. The hands, which are broadsword style, are blue. We also have a lancet style counterweighted seconds hand. You can see that the watch has hacking seconds. It also has a quick set date mechanism, so you can rapidly cycle the date. Underneath the case back, we have Cartier manufactured caliber 1847, originally introduced back in 2015. The 1847 MC is basically a drop-in replacement for an ETA 2892A2. It's an automatic winder with a 42-hour power reserve. It has the stop seconds. It has the quick set date. It pivots on 23 joules, and it beats away at 8 beats per second. It is a sturdy, tough, and accurate time teller. The Must Cartier name originated in the 1970s as Cartier, once unified, its 3 branches in London and Paris and New York had previously been somewhat independent, but the unified Cartier decided to create the Must de Cartier line at a lower price point to make Cartier more accessible. Well, in the modern era, this is not necessarily Cartier at a lower price point. It's sort of the meat of the market for them now. This is mid-priced luxury and a wonderful name, a great design dating back to 1917 in the Tank, and of course Cartier dating back to the first half of the 19th century. Then and now, a byword for luxury. Reach out to Team Mosso at thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details.